Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Today, we're going to do some more Pilates with the weights. Whoops. More Pilates with the weights, but we're going to incorporate some yoga. So it's going to be a nice kind of combination type of session. Free weights, as you know, are always optional, so don't feel you have to use them. They are there for your choice. So let's just begin. I want you to bring yourself up onto your feet. Don't worry about not being able to see my upper body. Spread your toes and stand to the backs of your mat. And just take a long, deep breath in. I'm just going to move my stepper out the way. So spread your toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. Soften through the knees, tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your abs, squeeze your buttocks. Take a shoulder roll as we inhale up, exhale round. So I'm lifting up, I'm squeezing back through my shoulder blades and I'm pulling down towards the floor. One more shoulder roll. And then I want you to just stand tall, squeeze your abs. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to take a gentle squat down, reaching the arms forward and then slowly return the squat back up. So if you have a look at my body position, my weight falls back into my heels. I'm sitting down, like I'm sitting down onto a chair. My arms extend forward, my back is straight, my abs are engaged. So my weight sits into my buttocks and my thighs are just there assisting the movement as you press down and up. So inhaling down, exhale, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. In and out. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Give me 1 more. And then on this one, we bring our fingertips to the floor. We exhale to extend through those legs. And inhale, deep knee bend. Exhale, extend. So you don't have to straighten your legs completely if you're really tight in those hamstrings. Just keep your fingertips on the floor, even if they're a little bit further forward because you're really tight. Keep a deep knee bend and just work what you can, just extending and bending. 3 more. Last one. Hold that stretch as best you can. Sinking your head and chest down to the thighs, lifting up through the hips and straightening out through those knees. Spreading those toes. And then we inhale, bend through the knees. We're going to take a little walk forward, dropping down to our hands and knees, taking a cat stretch. So we're just lifting up the eye gaze and the bottom, and then gently drawing up and scooping through the belly, arching the spine. And do that again. Inhale, look up, bottom lift slightly. Pull the shoulders back and then curve and open up the shoulders. Just gently opening up, chin down. 1 more time, look up, bottom lifts, chin lifts, pull the shoulders back. And exhale, curl it. And then come to neutral spine. So we're going to start off doing some lovely rotations, warming up through that position of just rotating through the shoulder and the waistline, so getting that spine mobility. Options to use a light weight, but you don't have to use a light weight at all, just use your arm positioning. So we curve the arms so it's in a gentle C curve. We take our knees a little bit wider than our feet. And then we inhale, lifting up. And then we exhale, we reach through, and my stabilizing arm, my right arm, stays and bends as I reach my left arm through, hovered. Then we scoot in and exhale. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, reach. So let some fluidity run through the hips, but I want to feel your rotation coming through the shoulder blades, the rib cage, and the squeeze of your waistline. So your abs are active and your obliques are doing the work. So just feel that lovely movement. Lots of give through that stabilizing arm. Try not to look out your arms at all. There's always a soft elbow. If you're hypermobile, this is just going to hinder the joints. I'm just going to lift my computer a little bit higher and breathe. Good. 4 more. Now, on that last one, let's reach up and press up for 5 and 4. Back to shoulders. 3, last 2, last 1, and reach it through. So we drop down through the arm this time. My back elbow is to the floor. We reach through this front arm, so my left arm, and I turn and drop my head to the floor. And then just push your hips very slightly away from the arm that's fed through. So I'm pushing my hips towards you and just feeling every part of my rib cage opening up, and then into my lower back. And then gently just begin to release off and bring yourself back to your hands and knees, equal it out. So same arm, different exercise. Drop the weight, this is too much for your shoulders. So we're going to inhale to begin, to lift the arm and the leg up. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl it under. So if it feels too much, you just do it. It's still a strong exercise without that weight. Yeah, it's just there for those who want to add that extra oomph into their workout. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. And let's pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Good. Push the weight to the side. Bring yourself down to your elbows. So now we're going to do a little bit of yoga. So we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to lift the knees and come up into dolphin. So our first dolphin today is rolling through to plank. So a dolphin is like a wide triangular position. We'll lift up the hips and lengthen the spine, pushing the floor away from your forearms. Then ground the heels down and feel that lovely stretch through the backs of the calves. And then we inhale, float our body weight forward. Shoulders come over the elbows and the hips lower to a plank. And then you power back up into that dolphin, lifting the hips, squeezing your abs. So we inhale, roll through, plank. Inhale, exhale, power up, dolphin. So inhale, and inhale, and just focus on the lovely long deep breaths. 5 more. Keep it slow. Slower you go, the more effective it is. Those of you that want to go deep, you just drop that a little bit lower, come that a little bit further forward for a little bit more challenge in the arms. Now we've got 1 more. So drop down, then lift up into your dolphin. Pause there, press the heels down. Hold it. Then slide those toes away, lower your hips to a plank and hold there 10 seconds. Squeeze deep into the abs. If you wish, little pulses, your choice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down to the floor. So your free weights, again, optional. Bring them to the corners of your mat. And then you're going to work through the upper body. Your legs stay wide, pinning the toes to the floor. Keep the thighs active. Take your arms forward once you've got hold of them. And then lift your head, lift your chest. So all I've done is just gently lifted the head and the top part of my chest and my elbows off the ground. And then squeeze it back, lower. Squeeze it back, lower. So we're going to stay alternating sides. Again, do this without the weights. It's still strong.
You don't want to feel any pressure on that lower back. Four more. 2, one more, and 1. Good. Drop the weight. Slide your hands underneath your forehead. Take a breath. Lift your back leg up off the ground. And I want you to pulse that leg on its own. Squeezing through the buttock, extending through the knee. Breathe. Relax the rest of the body. Keep working it, keep working it, keep working it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the other side. Lift, lift, lift. Work from that buttock. Imagine you're trying to pull the leg away from the rest of your body. Keep breathing, hip bones down, abs engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Grab your weights, slide them back to the corners of your mat. Weights, again, optional. This time, we keep the legs pressed to the floor, toes down. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and pull back into reverse flies. Inhale. So this is too much. Again, lose the weight. Or you can work it, squeezing up one side, squeezing up the other side, and release. But most of you should probably be okay doing it without weights with both arms. Five more. And 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Let go of those weights. Hands slide to the shoulders, elbows to the sky, and lift yourself slowly up, either transitioning back into child's pose or cat stretch on your elbows. Head down, chest down, reach the arms, and melt down. Try and park your buttocks into your heels if you're in child's pose, and reach through those fingers and just take a stretch. Carefully bring yourself up onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to work into those rotations on the other side. So my left hand is my stabilizing arm, and then I'm grabbing the weights with my right hand, knees slightly wider. And when you're ready, weight or no weight, we inhale, rotate, exhale, feet. Inhale, rotate, exhale, feet. So make sure you look at my left arm. My left arm is lots of give to enable that rotation, that reach under hovered. Squeeze and move. So you can have some mobility into your hips, but squeeze deep into your abs and control the movement through your abdomen. Five more. Last one. Squeeze it. Now let's hold and press for 5, 4. Come on, reach. 2 and 1, and feed it all the way through. So now we drop the elbow, we swing the arm under, we drop down to our ear and just twist, and I'm pushing my hips away from my hand that's reaching to get that extra stretch down the side of the rib cage. It just pulls that little bit deeper. Lovely stretch. Just close your eyes for a few seconds as you just allow that give. And then carefully just release the weight from the arms. Come up onto your hands. So you take that weight with you. And then we're going to bring ourselves onto our hands and knees, flat back. Option with that weight, remember. And we inhale. Lift opposite arm to leg. Exhale. Curl it under. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, curl it under. So when you reach your way through that leg, just make sure you don't let your lower back dip like that, okay? Then you just lost your core stability. It's just about reaching, straight line, and then curling under with flexed spine. Straight spine, reaching that straight line, flexing, whoop, and curling under. So let's go. 5 more. Slow and controlled. Last 2. Last 1, and let's go. 10, 9, 8. Come on, 7. Squeeze your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lose that weight. Drop down to your elbows. Arch the spine. Cat stretch. So we're coming back up into dolphin. Bit of yoga again. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Round down into those heels. Okay, just find that positioning. So slide the toes back a little bit, heels down, and we inhale, we rock forward again into that plank. And then you power up to dolphin. Those of you who want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift the front leg and then lift it up. 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. Yeah, so choose whatever works for you. So make sure you're counting 10 in total, whether that's 2 legs together. Then swap your legs if you're doing one side. Draw through those abs. Don't rush it. Keep that beautiful rhythm going. Should be coming up to your last couple of reps. And when you have done your last one, you hold up in dolphin, pressing the heels down, lifting the hips. Be strong in those arms. 1 more breath, guys. Then rock forward into plank, 10 seconds. Pulses if you wish. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Make a pillow, take a breath. So, resting your head onto your hands. Earlier on, we did the leg pulses, okay? This time, we're going to lift the legs up together. Either keep them where they are or try and squeeze a little bit deeper in if you want to work deeper into those thighs, and then swim kick your legs. So we're trying to keep your legs beautifully extended, your abs engaged, squeeze that butt. If it really gets too much, it doesn't work for you, you can slide your arms underneath, letting your hips sit into your wrist, hands press onto the thighs, and then lift up from there and swim kick there. Sometimes that protects your lower back, okay? It's personal preference. 8 more seconds, wherever you are. Keep working it. 5, squeeze, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Drop your legs down. Take a little wriggle side to side. Hands stay fixed to the forearms. We lift the upper body up and we press it. Just working through the upper body. Turn towards me and then press up the elbow one side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the other side. Let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Reach up to last 1 and release. Ooh, let your body go. Sliding your hands underneath those shoulders, again transitioning up. Take a cat stretch.
And then transition it to child's pose or stay in your cat stretch. Releasing the elbows this time, getting deep down. If you wish, you can take it into a little ball, grabbing the heels and just pressing deeper. So bring our hands forward, tuck your toes under. We're going to lift ourselves up to a downward facing dog. So from here, squeeze the abs, lift up through the hips and ground down through your heels, lengthening out through the arms, melting your head and chest down towards the thighs. And just get a little rhythm side to side, feeling the body just loosening up. Soften the knees, lift your hips, melt your head and chest lower, and then press down into those heels for that stretch. So from here, we inhale, we rock forward through the toes. You can either just come to a plank or pull the knee under and tuck the chin towards the knee. Then lift up the hips, lowering the foot. Or come forward, pulling that knee under, and then raising the leg up behind you, stretching out through the hip. So we rock onto the toes, it's on the floor, pull under, and then kick all the way back up to the sky. Or you can just carry on doing undulating to plank and lifting up to there. If you want to do the one leg coming forward and returning the foot, that same side. When you have done 10, you pause in your downward facing dog. So we should be on our last 3 or 4 on the assumption you are counting. Reach. And when I've done that last one, I reach up behind, lowering the toes to the floor, sit deep into your downward facing dog. Everybody lift your leg, left leg, front leg high to the sky. It's the same leg if you've been working one leg. And then swing it forward and pause. Hold it here, hold it here. Don't let that leg drop to the ground. Hold it, suck the belly in. Be strong through those arms. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Now drop into pigeon. So knee to this hand, this foot to this hand. Sliding that leg back. And you ideally want to sit equally in your hips. If your knees and your hips don't like it, drop into that left buttock and find your stretch there, okay? If you're a pigeon, settle yourself down. You might come to your elbows and just rest down. You might be able to extend your arms fully in front. Just make sure you're finding that stretch deep into this left buttock. Good 10 seconds, just breathing. Just take another couple of breaths. And then everybody sink into that left buttock and then swing your legs around in front of you. So grab your weights, which should just be by your feet. We're going to work into the triceps. With the triceps, I want you to be very wary that you're not causing any strain in your back. So those of you that do have a little bit of a niggly back, if you can get like a big cushion behind your lower back or a ball, so that you can just rest into it when we come to a curve. Now, our roll back isn't low. Our roll back is quite high, but you keep that spine soft, your abs are engaged, your shoulders are relaxed. It's going to turn to face you. You grab one weight or 2, and we're going to work triceps here. So we inhale down, exhale up. So even if you're not using weights, grip your hands, push your hands firmly together, and keep pushing together as you extend your arms up and down. You'll feel those triceps working without weights. So inhale, exhale. So remember, don't come too far back because this is strong. Squeeze deep into that belly. Squeeze your thighs. Keep it going.
If you need to drop a weight and just work holding the ends. 8 more. 7. Scoop it. And 5. And 4. Now, okay, see if you can sink a little bit lower. Last 2. Hold the last one and pump, 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 pump. Keep going, keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Drop down towards your thighs. Dorsiflex your feet. Catch hold of your feet around the outside, over the top or inside if you need to. And then lift up tall and take a hamstring stretch. Just walk those legs away. And just softly drop down. Nice little hamstring stretch. And then gently just release up, roll up, come up to a tall spine. Grab those weights again. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the chest. I'm going to turn to face you again. This time, if you're going to work in and out of extension. So we sit tall, we roll back, we twist, we tap the floor, we come back and we sit tall. We roll back, we open, we twist, we tap, we lift up. So lose the weights if you need to. Reach, center, and up. Drop, tap, center, and up. So flexion, rotation, roll up, extension. Flexion, rotation, roll up, extension. Keep saying that to yourself so that your spine transition changes. Lift, lift, lift. Drop, 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 twist. Lift, 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 and so on. 4 more. And then come to the center, lift up, take a breath at the top, float back down, pause, and just my left side. Turn, center, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ooh, where's my weight? 9, and the other way, let's go. 10, squeeze, 9, 7, and 6, 5, and 4, and 3, last 2, and 1, and roll it out. Sit tall, turn your knees away, slide the heels in, get a hold of your feet if you can, lift up tall, push those knees down, and just enjoy that feeling in the back of just kind of, as you lift up, you're kind of opening up through that lower back. Push those knees down, sit tall, shoulders pulled back. Take a good 3 to 4 breaths. Okay, when we release off, just move the weights to the side, turn back to face the same way we've been working the whole time. Tuck those toes under, and we're lifting back up to downward facing dog. So hips up tall, find your positioning, soften the knees, lift your bottom, extend the spine, melt your head and chest down, and then push those legs down to the floor. Take a little walk through them if you need to. Wriggle the hips if you need to. There's no right or wrong, just get some movement. Remember, if you're hypermobile in those elbows and those arms, so that means if your arms practically go inside out, keep them soft. Press the heels deep into the ground. When we're ready, you can do one leg or both legs on the floor. We inhale, rolling forward, and then lifting back up. If you're doing one leg, you come forward, curl it in, tuck the chin, and then either return the foot, lift the hips, or come forward, bring that back leg, my right leg, and then reach it up and open up through the hips. So do not rush this. This is 5. Remember, it's fine to do here. should have actually said, if you need to drop your knees and just work there, putting back. Coming forward. So we've got 2 more, guys. Pushing back. Let's work it. And as soon as you've done that last one, lift that leg high to the sky or lift up and hold your downward facing dog. So both feet on the ground, heels down, lift the hips. Take a long deep breath, find that stretch. And then everybody try this. Come forward, bring that knee forward, that back knee, my right knee, and pause there and hold. Breathe, come on, hold it. 7, 6, squeeze your abs. 4, 3, 2, and drop it. Wriggle the foot towards the front of the mat, knee towards my backhand, finding my pigeon, sliding that leg back, hips equal if you can, and lower yourself to the floor. So if you need to sit into your buttock, sit into your buttock, taking the pressure off the knee joints and the hip joint, and then get your stretch there, okay? Relax. Bow the head, bow the chest, relax through the shoulders. Just wriggle a little bit through those hips, find that lovely stretch. And then just carefully roll over into that buttock, swinging those legs all around in front of you again. Second round of triceps. We're not doing second round of the rotations, just the triceps. So, grab your weights, or not weight at all, or grab one weight. Sit up tall, take your arms up, bend your elbows behind, half roll back or quarter roll back, and when you're ready, let's go. Exhale up, inhale back, squeezing the thighs. You want to really keep those elbows pointing up towards the ceiling, but your shoulders relaxed, working through the backs of the arms. There's your focus. We've got 10 more to do in these arms. Come on, keep working it. If it gets too much, sit tall and just come and do it sitting with your back straight. Or if you need to extend your legs, extend your legs. Last 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And hold. Bend those arms. Let's go. Come on, pump, 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 pump. Come on, work it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Scoop the belly in and roll it up. Hands to the shins. Lift up tall. Taking the soles of the feet together, this time a wide stance. So I'm making like a diamond shape through the legs. So my feet are together, but I'm wide. And then just lower your head and chest down. If you want to get into your shoulder blade, slide my forearm underneath the calf and the other forearm underneath the calf. So I'm curving down through the spine, getting deep underneath those legs. Pin your arms to the ground by pushing your legs into your arms, and then lightly pull back through the spine, curving, opening up the vertebrae, bowing down through the chin, finding that stretch. Two more breaths. And then ease it off. And do one more time. Glue down, pull back, and breathe. Drop that chin. 2 more breaths. Make sure you're putting your spine away from your feet. And then release it off. Just release the arm. Gently close the knees. Lift up tall. Take a breath. And then bring yourself down to the ground. So controllably lower down. Grab your weight.
Weight up above. Legs to tabletop. From there, we're going to take our arms back and our legs away. And then we bend the knees in and we lift the arms forward and we reach. So shoulders working, extending the arms and the legs away. Don't drop too low. Then bring them all the way back and then curl into a little ball. So I've lifted my bottom off the ground and I've reached my arms through. Yeah? Extend. And curl. Now, if you do want to take this further, you can take your legs lower and reach those arms back and then curl it, reach. If it's too much, drop your toes and tap your weights behind your head, lift up and then reach. Or lose the weights together and still work like this. As you know, this is a hardcore exercise, so the weights are just going to kill it. So, whichever one you're choosing to do, 8 more from now, power it, breathe through it, don't stop, just keep working. You just drop down a level if you need to, and just breathing is key, okay? The breath out as you curl in, breath in, you power away. Last 5. Last 3, come on. Last 2. And on that last one, reach, hold, and pump those arms. Come on, press, 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 press. Curl into a ball, lift your lower back off the ground, suck the belly in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the head, drop the feet. Release the weights. Let your knees fall apart and just rock side to side. And then just find the middle ground. Let your lower back just fall off the ground as you let your knees just open up that little bit more. And then bring the knees together, extending your legs down. Fingertips lift up towards the ceiling. We lift the chin to the chest. Roll yourself up. And then turn around onto your hands and knees. So we're facing the other way. Tucking your toes. One more time. Up into that downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, sinking the head and chest. Grounding down through those heels. Take a deep bend and just step one foot forward, followed by the other. And then find your forward fold, interlacing those fingers behind your back. So up behind the base of the spine, and then lift the arms up and over. And only then, if you feel you can extend your legs, do. Otherwise, keep a soft knee, reaching those arms, just twisting, reaching further. A couple of more breaths. And gently stay in forward fold, just let your arms drop to the ground. I want you to close your eyes. Fingertips pressing down just in front of your toes. Take a deep knee bend and look up. And then exhale, extend up through those legs. Deep knee bend, look up. And exhale. One more. And just hold that extension. Bring your hands onto your ankles, or onto your shins, or just the top of your knees. And just walk your way up your legs, using your arms to roll your spine. Once you hit the top, I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Take your left leg behind your right, lift your left arm up to the sky, and then take a side bend. So let me just tilt it. So we're here, come over to a side bend, catch the hand if you need to, and reach.
Come ground down through both feet. Feel that opening through the side of the body. And then release the arm, come down, switch legs. So take the right leg behind the left, reach the right arm, catch the wrist, and side bend. Try and keep your hips pressing forwards, pushing down into that leg, both feet on the floor. Just open. And then gently releasing the arm, releasing the leg from behind, standing tall. Take one shoulder roll. Become low so you can see me. Open your palms and then inhale, raise those arms up. Interlace the fingers, come forward, open out through the shoulder blades. So squeeze the fingers as we're pulling them apart, but pull open through those shoulder blades. Bow the head slightly. One more breath. Gently releasing the arms, opening the palms, squeeze the shoulder blades back, big circle from behind. Bring your hands together, gently bowing down to your chest, giving yourself a little bow, giving yourself a little clap. And as always, thank you very much for tuning in, and I shall see you soon. Bye.